Hi there, this is Kay, Head of Customer Success at Upflowy, and today we're going to go through how to create your first flow in less than 5 minutes. So let's go. First thing I'm going to do is create a new flow by clicking this button here, and that's going to take me through to the templates page. So I'm just going to write, example flow in that my flow's name there, and what I'm going to do is go through all of these and choose my favorite template. I like the look of this recruitment flow, so that's what I'm going to use. Just going to use that template and it's going to load. And as soon as it does, you'll see that we are in what we call the flow plan. This is where you can edit the design of your flow, add in some steps, edit the steps themselves. So let's go. First thing I might do is change color 2 to a nice purple to represent Upflowy. There we go. And you can see that changes all of the steps in just using color 2. I'm also going to pop in the font that we use, which is Montserrat for primary and secondary fonts. And the last thing I'm going to do is delete this logo and add in the Upflowy logo. So in just a few steps, I've been able to create a flow that very much looks like my website. Obviously, there's a lot more we can do, but in the hope of getting this under 5 minutes, let's leave the design there. I'd very much recommend you taking a look at everything else we can do, but for now, we're going to get started on adding some steps as well. So in here, you can see all of these plus buttons. If you click on them, you can see you can add in a new step. You can add in logic split, which is more of a 202. We'll get into that later, and some more A/B testing as well. So it's simple as adding in a new step, and you'll see it appears just below where you've clicked it as well. Brilliant. So now we're going to go into a step itself. You'll see that we can also add steps from this step view as well, which is great. You can also shuffle up and down steps within that step view. But what we're going to do here is we're going to start adding in the kinds of questions that we want to ask. So this was a recruitment flow. In that first step, what I did was I asked them what their first name was and what their email was. So what I might ask in this one is how long they have, what their level of experience is. So I might put in a drop down there. You can see as soon as I've dragged and dropped that drop down component in, the left changes here to show the things I can edit about that specific component. So the ID, I'm going to change to level of experience. I've changed the question to how many years of experience do you have? And then I will put in some experience. So, entry level, 0 to 1 years, intermediate, expert. Let's leave it there for now. You can see I've added those in and now they're available in that drop-down option. Brilliant. So now I'm going to put in a button just to make sure we can go through it. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the flow view. So I used a template. There's quite a few steps in there already. But let's say at this point, I've added in some steps. I've edited in all of my components. So I'm happy with how this flow looks. So I'm going to publish it now. Just clicking that publish button in that top right corner, it's going to load. And what's really exciting here is our app will take you immediately to the analytics. So obviously right now, no one's gone through our flow, but we can change that straight away by taking a look at what we've made here. So I'll fill out the flow. What you're seeing right now is the experience that your users will get when they experience Upflowy. I'm just going to put in some of my details. K, there we go. Entry level, intermediate, expert. You can choose any one of those, go on to the next step. And so you can see here, we can go through that flow. Now I'm going to exit that and go back to my analytics because what's going to be really exciting to see here, getting a bit of a congratulations there with confetti for my first flow, is as soon as I refresh this page, you'll see that one user has already completed it, me. And you can start to see one user started this first step, exited that first step, so there's a drop-off rate of 0%. Same for the next step as well. Once you go down and there's a step that I left on, there's a drop-off rate of 100%. This is only one user, but you can start to see how powerful that is once more people start going through your flow. So congratulations, we've managed to build and publish a flow in 5 minutes. Enjoy the platform.